What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Monday, January 30th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. That's the only place you're going to get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. And that's where I want your questions. Find the thread for this video. Who are your favorite plays, your least favorite plays? If you have any questions today about the slate, hit me up there in the replies to this video. Finally, BetMGM is the sponsor of this one. You can get 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum and up to $1,000 in first bet insurance as long as you're signing up with the link in the description. Now, we're on to the bottom half of my top 10. Dorian Finney-Smith, Anthony Edwards, Nick Claxton, Kyrie Irving, and Dennis Schroeder on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? Time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going SGA, point guard only, which is kind of a bummer. 9,900 projected for 56.5. The goal is 57.5. He's in the optimal lineup 16% of the time. 35 minutes here for SGA. I have him at 1.6 fantasy points per minute in this spot. We've got no Lou Dort, so the usage goes up. I have him with 37% usage today. 35 points, 5.5 boards, 5.5 assists, and 2.5 stocks. That is filling up the stat sheet. He looks incredible on DraftKings. And it's a pace-up spot, big time, against Golden State. Thunder gained 3 possessions over their average. Oh, by the way, it's in OKC, and they're 4-point dogs, which means we should see a competitive matchup. This is the ultimate spot to get to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In at number 4, my boy, ANFERNEE Simons, point guard, shooting guard eligible, 6,100, projected for 33.5. The goal is 38.5. He's in the optimal lineup 18% of the time. This is a testament of where the value exists for this slate. He will fall as this day moves on, but when you get an MPE at high minutes at a balanced price tag, this is the kind of guy that's just going to rank high at 8:30 in the morning. He's a 0.95 fantasy point per minute guy, 24% usage, 20.5 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and a stock. But it is a pace-up spot against Atlanta. The Atlanta defense has not been very good this season, and this one should be competitive. 2.5-point line, which means you expect to get all of the minutes. Like I said, he's going to fall by the end of the day. You won't see him in this spot when I post my updates later tonight. But for right now, when you have to look at a more balanced build, ANFERNEE Simons looks good. One of the few pieces of value we do have is Aaron Wiggins. He's small forward only, 3,400, projected for 22.5. You're hoping for 25. He's in the optimal lineup 20% of the time. For Wiggins, I assume he's getting the start once again in Lou Dort's place. He played 28 minutes the last time out. That's what I'm going to go with. 0.8 fantasy points per minute. Not a great stat line. 10 points on 14% usage, 5.5 boards, 2 assists, and a stock. But it is a massive pace-up spot for Oklahoma City. If Wiggins can be out there, he can just fall into some stats. I hope we get better value than Aaron Wiggins by the time the day is done. However, for right now, at a $3,400 price tag, I don't see how you get away from it. Next up at number 2, we're going Precious Achiuwa. Center only, but 5,100, projected for 32. The goal is 33.5. He's in the optimal lineup 21% of the time. 33 minutes here for Achiuwa. No OG Anunoby, which means we're going to get Achiuwa starting and, barring any foul trouble, playing massive minutes. 0.97 fantasy points per minute here. 20% usage. Close to a double-double. 15 points, 9.5 rebounds, an assist and a half, a stock, well, a steal, and a block. So 2 stocks. Pace neutral, basically, for Toronto, but 2-point dogs means this one should be competitive. They've been playing Achiuwa massive minutes over the past 8 games or so. With no Anunoby, it seems even safer. As long as he avoids foul trouble, Achiuwa is set up to have a really nice night. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me right here on Twitter at Josh Engleman. That is where I want your questions for tonight's slate, and that is where you will get the updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. Finally, BetMGM. You got to be new there. You got to be in a legal betting state, but you can get 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum and up to $1,000 in first bet insurance so long as you sign up using the link in the description. Didn't go well last time out. My number 1 play for today is Rudy Gobert, center eligible, 6,600, projected for 41. The goal is 41, and he is in the optimal lineup 25% of the time. assuming he plays. He is questionable for today, but he's playing massive minutes as of late. I got him in for 33. I think there's upside if he's in. 1.25 fantasy points per minute in a pace-up spot against the Sacramento Kings, who are not a very good defense. 18% usage. This is where it gets crazy. Just a massive rebounding rate for Rudy Gobert with this current iteration of their starting lineup. 16 real points, 15 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and a block and a half. He's going to fill up the stat sheet with the boards. Feels pretty safe to me, although obviously Sabonis on the opposite side, but I like my chances here with Rudy Gobert. At 6,600, I'm happy to go there given the minutes. Just pay close attention. If he happens to be out, we're going to make some pivots, but for right now, he's my number 1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Monday, January 30th. FanDuel version is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.